Hi, my name is Rumaldo, and this is my community member interview for community development. Well, for starters, do you think your neighborhood is safe compared to others? Do you think your neighborhood is clean compared to others? Today, I will be talking about my own neighborhood, Norwood 25th, which is the zip code of 10467. My neighborhood has many trees and parks, one of them being Oval Park, which has a big space for people not only to play sports but also walk. Also, this park has many playgrounds for children and also has a gym in which people can go to if they want. Close to this park, you have many bodegas that people can use for different sources of food, healthy and unhealthy kind. Let's also not forget about Montefiore Hospital for Children that is ranking 50 among 4,855 other hospitals. Even though I've said so many great things about my neighborhood, we have a downside. Come with me to take a walk outside. First thing you see when you walk outside, trash. What else? Trash. Because I just love how this place sparkles. This much trash in a single place is unbelievable. And I just love how we have many trash cans in my neighborhood, but we don't use them. Let's put the trash on the floor instead. I only been living in my neighborhood for only 1 year and a few months, and I've noticed some changes, good and bad. But I'm sick and tired of going outside and seeing all this trash on the floor when we can solve this issue. Here I'm showing that a normal walk around my neighborhood. You can see that we have many trees, but at what cost? All of them are dirty. They have trash on them where they grow. We're supposed to help it grow, and we're doing the opposite. Also, on this part, you can see that I show that there's no trash cans either. Now I'm gonna introduce my neighbor and my friend, which is Victoria. She is a really close friend that I have, and I've known her since I've moved here, and I'm gonna show you her perspective of the situation that is going on and how can we solve this situation.
Hi, my name is Victoria. I'm 22 years old. I've been living here for 5 years, and that's it. Okay, good.
What are what would you like to change about your neighborhood?
Okay, my brother is coming. Wait a second. Well, the first thing that I would like to change about my neighborhood, it would be the cleaning, how it looks in the night. Anytime that they have to change or they're gonna take all the trash out, a few people can be more actually worried about. They have to be more worried about, let's say when you have a pet, they don't take the poop out of the street. And what else? Oh, let's say all of the restaurants or the delis that we have closed, let's say that they leave the bags outside, the tracks outside. Sometimes you see people sleeping outside too. So yeah, it will be those type of things that I would like to change.
What are some issues regarding cleanliness in your neighborhood compared to others?
You're talking about like neighborhoods in New York in general?
Yeah,
or in general?
Yeah.
Okay. I have experience living in Texas before. I visited a couple of times ATL, Atlanta, and the difference is huge. You can actually see the difference when you go out to that apartment, the mall, or just going to do groceries. You can actually see the difference is something that I feel make New York what is New York. Of course, you cannot compare what is New York with other countries or other states in United States, but of course, I feel that they actually should take as a perspective of other states what should New York could be. Yes.
What's the first words that come to mind when I mention your neighborhood?
It would be they're really loud in the summer, really quiet in the winter. They're really friendly if you know them. It's really green, and What else? I don't know. You can meet a lot of people. They're hard workers. That's it pretty much.
Okay. So, can you talk to us about your experience living in Venezuela? If you remember anything compared to the United States? No.
Sure. Of course, Venezuela is a different and completely different country, but I spent literally 17 years of my life over there. I spent 17 years on my country, and you cannot compare in New York to Venezuela, but I could say that they're kind of clean. Of course, people take care a lot of the green. Let's say in the neighborhood that I live in my country, there was a person specifically to take care of the whole neighborhood. We have meetings that everybody in the neighborhood go to the house. Specifically, it was a house neighborhood thing. They went to the house and they speak about how to keep the park clean, how to keep the neighborhood clean. They were really worried about how good can look the neighborhood, and they actually worry about how actually the neighborhood can work together to actually make those goals become true.
Okay, lastly, what do you think we could do to solve this issue of trash and like this organization around our neighborhood?
I would say people. We need people. Once, actually, it was a church here close to where we live. I went there and we did like a little clean, like we cleaned the whole street, and it was a bunch of people. I will feel that if we actually start doing those type of things more consistently with more people that would like to actually clean not just only the neighborhood, just everything in New York, it would be way more easy, because you can actually see the difference when you start and when you end all of those cleaning stuff.
Okay, and as an extra, do you think the neighborhood has changed during the past 5 years even?
Yeah, actually.
In what ways?
When I came here, it was a little bit more loud. Right now, it's kind of like more calm. I remember a couple times that I heard about like crimes close to where I live, but right now I don't actually hear nothing about that. I guess it's getting really calm. People is actually enjoying more of the time outside. That's now summer, but I feel it's changing a lot. More like the delis, the supermarkets, those type of things, but not actually like the cleaning stuff.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Victoria.
Sure, welcome.
As you can see, me and Victoria have similar thoughts of our neighborhood, and I think she's right. We can do what she was doing on Venezuela to help our country out, because my family and I, we're doing the same thing in DR. So I guess that's something that Hispanic countries do when they're in their area, for says, and that helped a lot, because that shared problems in the neighborhood, how they could fix it, and what they could do about it. So we can use that. I was doing some outside research of my neighborhood, and I found out that my neighborhood has more air pollution than New York City, which is really dangerous for the people that live there. It says that many smokers live close by, and that's what is affecting the air. I also wanted to add that in the making of this project, we had to watch a film called The Decade of Fire, and I would summarize it this way. This documentary examines the decades of 1970s and 1980s in the South Bronx, when arson destroyed 80% of the housing and leaving 250,000 people without a house. I would also like to talk about Vivian Baskets, because she played a big role during those times that she was trying to seek healing for the community, but also to redeem them from harmful mythology spreading by the media. Vivian Baskets explored the 1970s South Bronx fires, revealing racism and neglect policies that still shaped the city throughout the archival footage and home movie footage.